this is Callista, also known as Magical Girl Me. Today I am making a video about something I have experienced my whole Lolita life and I get lots of questions about. How do I survive Lolita as a plus size girl? If you are plus size, I hope that this two-part series will be very helpful for you. The first part of the series will be going over just general information that you need to know, while the second will be where to buy. I hope you're as excited as I am. Let's get started. It seems to be that many new Lolitas think that if you're plus size, you can't wear Japanese name brands. I'm here to tell you that you might be surprised on how accommodating these brands may be. I get a lot of questions about my size, as well as statements of just people being like, well, I see that you're plus size, but I couldn't do that because of my size. So let's just get this out in the open now, because practically everyone that's told me that is actually a smaller size than I am. I, as of this recording, have a bust size of 123 centimeters and a waist of 115. I wear a US size 18-20. If you are larger or smaller than my size, you can wear Lolita fashion, and you can even find brand pieces that could accommodate you. I have pieces in my closet that are name brand as well as indie brand. While my indie pieces are custom sized, my items from Angelic Pretty and Maxi C Ma'am are actually a set standard Japanese size. Shirring. Shirring is probably the greatest invention when it comes to Lolita. Since the material is gathered with elasticized threads, it can expand or condense when needed. This sewing technique allows for multiple sizes and allows for more size versatility. For example, I have Angelic Pretty's Melty Cream Donut. That piece, I can't remember the starting bust size, I'll put it in here, but due to the partial shirring in the back of the dress, it can accommodate from that start size to 123 centimeters in the bust, which I am. Partial shirring can typically accommodate up to 110 centimeters in the bust, while full shirring can be 130. A nice little piece about Japanese sizes too is that oftentimes it's for people who are shorter. I am just an average US size. I'm 5'5". So a lot of dresses are, the waist is more of like a higher waist than my natural waist, which means if you need more space in your waist or hips, you will have that because it'll be higher up on your body. Many brand name dresses, skirts, blouses use partial or full shirring in their pieces, so it does give you more size versatility. If you're curious about the sizing for items, I use Lolibrary. They have a database of Lolita items and they have measurements. I'm not sure if this is the case with the new Lolibrary, but in the old one, people could make comments and people would provide additional measurements. A lot of pieces, such as my first piece from Bodyline, actually have more size range than what's listed. So it's nice because I was able to purchase that dress and it fit me just fine. Another great place for Lolita plus size tips and measurements is Beautiful Plus Size Lolitas on Tumblr. It's also a great place to swap and share coordinate photos. To modify Lolita brand clothing is exactly as it sounds. You make adjustments to the cut or the style, or you add or take away material in order to make it fit you. I have absolutely no experience doing this to Lolita clothes. I have not done it myself, and I have not hired someone to do it as of yet. There are numerous tutorials on how to make adjustments to jumper skirts and skirts in particular. You can find these on YouTube, old articles from LiveJournal. Basically, you can just Google it and find some tips and tricks from other Lolitas. Alterations are a great way for you to support your favorite brand financially, but still keep the genuine labels. The nice thing is that if you really love the dress and you want it to fit so you can wear it, by all means go for it. It's your dress or skirt or whatever you're altering. Also, there is a huge group of plus size Lolitas that will most likely want to buy that piece from you if you do decide to sell it. Can someone say customization? I love indie brands because they tend to give options for doing clothes in your measurements. There is nothing quite like something that was made just for you. This is a piece that actually everything I'm wearing practically was custom made. So this is from Glittertail. The dress and bonnet are from Lady Sloth. It's nice because you know these pieces are going to fit me. There are many more independent brands in Lolita fashion than when I was first introduced to it. And many of those brands offer customization and custom measurements for often just a small fee to do that service for you. Replicas are frowned upon in this community, however, they do exist. A replica is an illegal copy of an item that has been reproduced without often the designer's knowledge and always without their consent. Replica items in Lolita fashion range from everything from full dresses and prints to socks or hair pieces. Design replicas are often less expensive than the official ones, but that's not always the case. However, with the replicas, you can get customized sizes often where you typically cannot with Japanese brand sizes. Make your own Lolita pieces. Well, I don't necessarily recommend this if you're new to Lolita. And let me just explain, it's because you're new to Lolita, you're getting information, and it takes time for you to discern if something's Lolita-ish or actually part of the fashion. It just comes with experience. It's much easier to do when you are more familiar with the style. Making your own Lolita clothes can be rewarding, and you can feel proud that you created something yourself and that it's going to fit you. The ability to make something simple like a pair of bloomers or a hair accessory can really come in handy. Otome no Sewing is just one magazine that gives you patterns and information on how to make Lolita pieces yourself. There are tons of tutorials on YouTube and Amino and Facebook and basically anywhere where Lolitas will show their step-by-step tutorials on how to make pieces without patterns. If you feel more comfortable using a pattern and you don't want to use a Japanese magazine, Etsy is a great place to find patterns that you can print out to make items yourself. You would be amazed on what pieces you can create with just some patience, a little bit of skill, and determination. There are a lot more options in this community and fashion than when I first started in Lolita. It's really nice to see how many independent brands have sprung up and offer custom sizing so that you can make sure you get something that fits you. And I am actually surprised on how many just Japanese brands in particular go ahead and even change the measurements for their pieces. A great example of this is Maxi C Ma'am. They have an entire line called Lovely Size that is for plus size Lolita. Also, Angelic Pretty, when they re-released Honey Cake recently, they released it with different measurements. So it actually accommodated my size. And I did go ahead and get that dress, but it was nice to see such a huge brand like Angelic Pretty go ahead and make those adjustments to appeal to a wider crowd. You're definitely not alone. There's plenty of us out there and you can do this. Remember that Lolita fashion is all about you wanting to feel beautiful and feel comfortable in your clothes, and it's definitely something you can do. It does not matter your size. You can do this if you want to. I hope this part 1 was helpful. I can't wait to shoot part 2, and thanks for watching. Stay frilly.